Hello everyone and welcome to Geography. Today we are going to be talking about maps. What is a map? What's important? What are important parts of a map? And as you watch the video, make sure you pause it if you need to write some stuff down, rewind to get more information, whatever will help you take some notes so you can be prepared for your assignment. So let's get started. What is a map? Simply put, it is a representation of an area put in a smaller format to give you information about that area. Things like globes, Google Maps, the school escape plan, house blueprints, and even images from the James Webb Telescope can be used as a map. Maps can have all kinds of information on them, but there are 5 elements or parts of a map that are really important. So the first element is a title. It's a brief explanation of what you are looking at. So I can look at this and say, oh, the title is United States of America. That's what it's about. I can look at this map and say, oh, map of the most oddly named towns. And I can see that's what the map is going to be about. And Nebraska has a town called Worms. That's pretty amazing. Second piece, a key. This explains the meaning of symbols on the map. So we've got a map right here. I need to know more of what's on there. So I can use gray maybe to denote the road. I could use a blue line to show rivers and a symbol that we all know. I could use a little triangle-like thing there for mountains. There should be some sort of key on your map to know what those symbols are. What does each thing mean? You've got a blue bus for a bus stop, or toilets show a red man and a woman looks like there. Then we move to our third element. Our third element is the compass rose. These are the cardinal or important directions. Things like never eat soggy, you can do it, soggy waffles. You guys should all know north, east, south, west. And on most maps, north is going to be pointing up and south is going to be pointing down. But make sure you look at the map, look at the compass, see what it says for the directions so that I can clearly see if this were on here, the United States is going to be west of Morocco because it is to the left. Fourth element, the scale. This shows the size of the area represented on the map. Obviously, we can't show a map in its true or a place in its full size. So we have to have a scale that brings it down to a size that makes sense. So for example, this right here, you've got a scale that is 200 feet represented by an inch. So 1 inch is going to be 200 feet on the map. And then we've got a wider view that shows more of the city, so it's not going to have as much detail to it. And your scale is actually going to be about 2 miles in that 1 inch. So make sure you pay attention to the scale so that you can see how far apart things are. And the further back a map is, the larger that number on the scale is going to be. And the closer in, if you're looking at a neighborhood, the smaller that number will be. Final element, a grid system. Now this one is actually going to take a whole other video to fully explain, but it's a way of finding specific points on a map. And what we use is latitude and longitude. We've got our latitude lines that they run across the map, and the equator is a latitude line, 0 degrees latitude, and they increase in number going up and down from there. And then we have longitude lines that they go up and down from the North and South Pole and changing in number as well. So that grid allows us to pick a specific point on a map and know exactly where that's at. So those are the 5 key elements of a map. You have the title, key, compass, scale, and a grid system. Thanks for watching, and let's get mapping.